So welcome back to February Friday. For the first case for this week, we are going back to Tennessee. This case did get a bit of attention when it happened. This case happened in like 2012, if I recall correctly off the top of my head. And so, if you have heard this case, whether you were in the Tennessee area, you knew anybody involved in the case, or you just heard about it on the news, definitely know. I'm clear my rambling, source temple as always, and let's get started. So we have to start with Jenelle, as the title and probably the thumbnail of this video shows. She was born April 27th, 1981. Her father, Marvin, apparently served in Vietnam. Apparently that's confirmed. And he alleges that later on he apparently served in the CIA. Apparently, Jenelle would suffer from diabetes and like other conditions. So her parents were like very protective of her. Because even though at the point of her story she's legally an adult, she has the mindset of a child, if that makes sense. And so in 2005, they were staying in Pennsylvania for pretty much the first part of her life. And then they eventually moved to Mountain City, Tennessee, where our story takes place. So while she's in her 20s, she winds up becoming very active on Facebook, because like I said, it's 2012, so it's kind of like the main social media that she's at the time. She becomes friends, apparently, in real life with someone by the name of Tracy Greenwell. Because like I said, Tracy apparently saw her in the town one day, didn't recognize her, apparently felt sorry for her, so she decides to befriend Jenelle, try to be nice. And through Tracy, Jenelle winds up meeting Tracy's brother, Billy Payne. And so Billy, he was born on July 10, 1975. He was engaged to Billie Jean Hayworth, who was born March 19, 1988. And they had a 7-month-old son together. Billy Payne, apparently, Jenelle would originally start having a crush on him, but of course he's in a relationship with Billie Jean, so of course she can't exactly, be doing that. So apparently she starts dating Billy's cousin, Jamie Kerr, secretly, even though she's an adult, because apparently her parents did not want her dating, because I guess they just couldn't trust anybody, because she was technically still a vulnerable adult. And so Jenelle apparently would essentially pretend that the family computer was constantly not working. And so Jamie essentially would come over and pretend to fix it. Basically it was an excuse to come over and have them not suspect it, because he's just fixing the computer for us out of courtesy. They're not going to think nothing of it. He proceeds to get her a phone, because even though, again, she's an adult, she's not apparently allowed to have access to a phone. A cell phone at least, and Jenelle starts making multiple fake Facebook accounts and starts cyberbullying herself through these fake accounts. She then goes to her mom. Her mom asks, who could be cyberbullying you? And she plants it all on Billie Jean, basically saying she's probably doing it out of jealousy. And so apparently Jenelle does not actually have a brother, but she creates a fake account, basically calling it Matt Potter, basically claiming that he is Janine's brother, basically saying that, listen, Billie Jean and her friends, they're whores, they all have HIV, and they slept at least half the town. And for reference, the town population at this time was 2,000 people. So that's a lot of people. And so apparently Billy, the guy that Jenelle had a crush on, he basically connected dots. He's realized this is Jenelle. So then he apparently printed it out, for proof. And so I guess he goes to his sister Tracy, who's hey, you kind of started this by becoming friends with her. So then Tracy apparently would confront Jenelle about, why are you doing this? So then apparently both couples, Billy and Jenelle and Jamie, they proceed to unfriend each other on Facebook, and this proceeds to be where everything starts to go downhill. So then Jenelle makes another fake account under the name of Chris, basically saying, listen, I'm a CIA agent, your daughter is in danger, and both Billy and Billie Jean need to die. And he sends this in an email apparently to Barbara and Marvin, who were Jenelle's parents. So in the summer of 2011, something that's not very talked about, but I feel like should be mentioned, Barbara Jean apparently was pumping gas while she was pregnant with the son that her and Billy would later go on to have. Barbara and Jenelle, they apparently pull up next to her, and they basically say that she didn't deserve to be a parent. An employee of the said gas station would apparently have, basically scare them off, make them drive off so they can stop harassing Billie Jean. And then one of the fake accounts would later go on to say that it would be better off if both parents were dead, so that way the son did not end up like them. So on January 30th, 2012, Barbara basically calls Jamie to come over to the house. Marvin basically asks him as a favor, hey, could you drop me off over at Billy's house, go drive a little bit out of the way, and then basically come back a couple minutes later, because I got something to do over at Jamie's house. So then Jenelle would apparently call Jamie with Marvin on the phone and basically say, hey, could you actually come do that today? So then they go over to drive over to where Billy and Billie Jean live at. So then Marvin and Jamie, they drive to the house, but then they wait in a church parking lot because Billy's dad, apparently, who was living with the couple, wait for him to go to work because we're only after both Billy's, not Billy's dad. And so then once he leaves, Marvin then comes into the screen door, which apparently was unlocked, shoots male Billy and then slits his throat. Billie Jean is with their child, like who I said was 7 months old at the time. She's holding him. Obviously, she knows what's going on. She's trying to run away, get protection for the baby, and as most people would. And then so unfortunately, she is shot. The baby is left unharmed, but obviously the baby's left alone by himself because now both parents are dead. So then they proceed to flee the scene. So their friend of the couple would sadly be the one to find the bodies. Police go to Jenelle because all the online conflict that you two have been having. So obviously that makes you a suspect now that both these people are seriously dead. Jenelle would basically say that, oh, they've been harassing me, like I'm the victim. She denies dating Jamie because again, of course, she's technically not allowed to date. She's again literally an adult. Jamie is free to take a polygraph and he fails. Jamie would ask the police if the CIA agent Chris was there, and that he was basically sent there to protect Jenelle. Of course, they're telling him no because also there's no CIA agent. It's all Jenelle. But of course, I guess he finds this out there, and then he apparently just confesses. Marvin, the dad, comes in. He confesses. They go back to the house, I guess, to gather evidence from the house because the guns that he used in the murders. And they walk in and see Barbara, the mom, tearing up pictures of Billy Jean, and Tyler. So, male Billy, dad, he sadly would die in April 2013. So the year after this happens, never technically got solved justice for his son. Jenelle, Barbara, Marvin, they get 2 life sentences. Jamie, on a plea deal, he gets 25 years, but could possibly get out after serving 30% of his sentence. So in 2021, Barbara basically tried to file an appeal, basically saying that, listen, me and Marvin had the same lawyer, even though we had separate trials, and that's a conflict of interest. So then Jenelle and Marvin, they tried the same thing. They were denied. Barbara gets resentenced to basically the same sentence that Jamie had. So the 25 years with the possibility of parole after 30%. And so Tyler, the baby, who would be about 12 years old right now, he is currently being raised by Billie Jean's mom. So yeah, that is the case of Jenelle Potter. Like I said, Potter. So like I said, if anybody knew of the case, definitely let me know. I guess if you're from Mountain City, even though it's really small, so I highly doubt anybody from the area is actually watching this. But I guess, like I said, if you know anybody involved, who are the victims, the killers, definitely know. And so with that being said, I cover family meals 3 times a week. Subscribe for family meals. And see you guys next one. Bye.